Hello and welcome to Factorio Spoon Challenge. I'm Factorio. Let's have a talk about what we did good and what we did bad with this spoon challenge. And then we're gonna do another challenge, another spoon challenge, I think. Let's go up to our first area and start up there and go from there. Oh. Yeah, so let's look. Yeah, we started over here and the iron over there. And I think the start, well, it was a little bit slow, but it was okay. And we have the stone down here. It's really not good that we had the stone a little bit away, but it's not a big deal. We could handle that. That worked out pretty well anyway, and we got some miners grabbing stone, and then we had stone forever, basically. So the starting stuff, I really liked it. It worked really well. And then let me see. Yeah, that's true. Then we moved on to the right. We discovered that over here there wasn't, well, there was things, but there were patches over here that we could use instead. So we moved over here. If I would have known that we had loads of patches down here, I don't see why I should move over here, to be honest. We have had bigger patches here, and that would have been better, but hey, that's what we did. So we shouldn't have moved over here, but we did, and we did the red research, I think, okay. And then we took a lot of time before we did the green research. Oh, let's activate those again. So it took way too long to get the green research up and going. And then basically we stopped because we needed for the blue research. Let's see if I can find it. It have been researched somewhere. No, I was hoping that we could find it pretty easy. Where is it? Oh, it's not one of these, I think. Not modules. Rocketry, no. Alien technology, no, it's not that. It's before this, somewhere, that we can create the purple or the blue research. Oh, here we go. So the blue research, it takes batteries, advanced circuits, which takes oil. And, well, it's that strange battery. Okay. So we needed oil, and the oil were becoming a problem. We had this oil patch, and we had this oil patch. Then we have, let's see, a small oil patch. We knew we had a few oil wells over here. So the problem is that we had only a few oil patches, and then we walked down here and saw this big oil field, which of course made me realize that I needed to have the oil down here. That was a good decision, but it also was a decision. We couldn't move down there at once because we didn't have any lasers. We didn't have any way of offending the biters. So we had to set up an extra oil setup over here. Oh, it's nighttime. That's not good. We had to set up this extra oil setup, and that took a lot of time basically, and created problems, and we weren't really ready for it. We shouldn't have, I don't know how we should have handled it, but not the way we did at least. But when we got it running, it worked out pretty okay. We got what we needed for lasers, and then we went down and set up the oil setup down here. And from that on, I think we did a decent job. I'm not saying we couldn't do things better, of course we could. What? You die, please. 2 turrets, what are you doing? I'm just showing off now. You shouldn't attack right now. So we set up another big oil outpost over here. And that worked out really well. And we got all the materials and everything that we needed. So that was good. And then we started on the rocket stuff. And since we had this mining, we didn't really get the research done quickly enough. So we waited for a long time to get the rocket research done. And unfortunately, we didn't set up everything down here in the meantime. Especially not the, the steel production. Last time I set up too much steel production too early. This time I didn't set it up fast enough. That's basically how it is. So that I should do it in the future. I should do it a bit faster. Then we got the rocket research. And then we start setting up stuff. And we set up a few assembly machines for everything. But here's the problem. First of all, we didn't set up enough assembly machines. Secondly, we forgot that the rocket silo takes electric engine units. We didn't even research that. We kind of knew about the concrete, but we ignored it. The concrete wasn't a big problem though, but the engines, we had to research it, and we didn't... it took a lot longer to create it than I thought. And then we had a satellite, where I forgot about solar panels and the accumulators, that we also had to research. So we actually had to restart the research. That was 2 really big problems. This time I did tear up the research after we were finished with it, as I thought, but we had to restart it because we didn't have all the materials. Another problem that came actually, I think it was like 5 minutes or 10 minutes before the 8 hours, was that we got out of power. And that was because we had one mine with one belt supplying way too many steam engines or boilers or whatever you want to call it. So for next setup, I think one supplied like 1, 2, 3, 4, and that was too much. So for next setup, I will do something like this. I think one coal deposit will supply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows, or to say it in another way, 3 double setups. And I actually think that I should increase. Because I'm only getting 58.2. I think I should increase to use 14 boilers instead of 13 as I have used until now. So use 14 boilers and use one mine for 3 and another mine for 3 more. And possibly, if we have another good area, use a third mine, like over here. Use a third mine for a third setup. But that's not necessary, not really. Or, well, not over here. Yeah, maybe over here as well. So that's basically what I think should be changed for next time. What did I do right? Well, I created a lot of laser turrets, and I think that was a good thing, because doing it that way, I had laser turrets. I could go and handle the the biters when they attacked, when I got into problems with them. That wasn't really an issue at all. I also set up production of assembly machines. I will, or I should at least, do that earlier next time. Because that turned out to be a really good thing to do. I should do that earlier, and I should also set up production of belts. That's as I have done. But production of belts and production of inserters and pipes and underground pipes that aren't connected to any production. The inserter production, I have always used it as part of research pack production. Let's set up a different area for belts or for inserters, and let's set up an area for pipes and underground pipes. I mean, I probably don't need more than 1 or 2 stacks of underground pipes, and like 5 to 10 stacks of pipes. But it makes it so much faster when you have that. When you don't have to think about it, you just have it. So that's the main difference I'm gonna do. This I do with red circuits and feeding it first from above with the green circuits and using it for the research packs, and then when the research was done, to disconnect it and use it for the rocket stuff. I really like that. I mean, next time I probably shouldn't disconnect the research, as I said already. I should still get the research going, but I should get the red circuits into another area where we are building stuff for the rocket. Another thing that I should improve is to store things in a better way. I did a lot of... Is this a good place to show? Yeah, I think it is. I did a lot of this setup, but it turned out it didn't place things onto the belt fast enough. So I did this. And of course, let's pretend that this is full. It places things on the belts way faster, but still not fast enough, I think. And at the same time, we aren't emptying out the belt fast enough. For next time, I think I will do it like this. That way we get everything in fast. Let's grab everything and just... Oh, okay. Let's just dump it in the chest. That way we get it out of the belt, onto the belt fast as well. And yeah, that will work way better. Maybe I should even go and research stack inserters. Because, wait, stack inserter pickup bonus. Stack inserter pickup bonus. Oh, okay. Yeah, but why not? Why not research the inserter capacity bonus, or stack inserter capacity bonus, and the inserter capacity bonus 2 to get the inserters to grab 2 items instead, to make even better use of the storage, of storing and putting it onto belts. And I could even create a few stack inserters where it's needed. That way we should have like 4, I think, items for the stack inserter and 2 items for the non-stack inserter. I think that would be a fairly decent idea. And one big mistake we did as well. For these end stuff, yes, at that time, in the end, at that time, we already had lost it, so it didn't really matter that much. But we should have stored things in chests. We should have filled up at least 2 chests. That's like 6. Yeah, one of these stacks equals to 1 setup, 1% of the rocket. So we need 100 of those stacks. So 2 of these chests would mean, well, 2/3, almost 60. What is it? 64%, almost 2/3. I should have set up 2 chests for each of these, having the production going full speed until we got everything going. And I should of course have done the same with the steel over here. But yeah, that's how it is. Now I have done this. Oh, and oh yeah, let's have another look at the oil, because in this setup we had an oil problem that we haven't had before. We have loads of pumps and we have loads of crude oil stored. We just can't process it fast enough. First of all, I waited too long before I got into the advanced oil processing setup. I should do that earlier. But it's also that I should have placed these a few steps up to be able to plunk down even more of them, because we couldn't produce oil fast enough to be able to create all of these rocket fuel stuff. Yes, I know it was because I missed a pipe. I can't remember this one. I can't remember which one it was, but it was because I missed a pipe. That was a mistake. Those things happens. They will happen in the future as well. But what to take away from it is that we can't produce as much as we need in this setup. If we have placed it like up here instead, we would still have had, let's see, yeah, I can walk up. We would still have had loads of space for everything else. We have loads of space over here, no problems. But if I had placed it over here, I could have just extended it to the right to make everything work a little bit faster when we got into that. So the thing with not using too much space, or not using too much, quite the opposite, not cramming it, that's still valid. But anyway, that's my reflections for this series. I hope you appreciated the series, and I will in a few minutes start with a new setup, new game, new map, new everything, to try to get this spoon challenge going. Anyway, thank you a lot for watching. See you in the next series. Bye.